Hey everybody, Rodman here for episode 2 of Naked Brutality. So last episode I built everything that you see here, made a little farm, did a little hunting, did a little crafting, gotten my ass kicked by a pack of ibex and avoided starvation, avoided disease. I didn't do the best job I could have, but hey, it worked. I'm here, I'm alive. Alright, so let's get started. I'm starting off trying to get some research into better weapons, because right now I just have a little short bow, and that's not going to cut it when raiders come a-knocking. As much as I'd like to go straight into electricity and get more high-tech immediately, Cartha is not a particularly good miner, and it would take me ages to get the requisite steel and the like. Maybe I'll go ahead and do that, though, anyway. I think my next tech might be battery, so that I can enter the electrical age out of the stone and iron age. But before I make the battery, let's go ahead and make a recurve bow. So recurve bows should be a little bit better than my short bow. I was thinking that maybe a raider would come and attack me and I could take their gun from them. If, of course I survived, but that hasn't happened yet. So we are pretty much in the middle of the summer. It's only going to get colder from here. Alright, so we have our recurve bow. It is poor, so let's see. Its damage is 14, range is 31, and the current gear that I have, yeah, I mean, let's try for a slightly better one, I guess. I don't love having to craft and use up. Hang on, let's have a meal first. And rest. I'll make it in the morning. Oh, and I got flu. Wow, okay. Off to a good start. So I have one little unit of medicine for myself. But if I want any more, I'll probably have to look around. There's some heal root in the surrounding area. It's one of those things, like, is it better for me to just hunker down and heal, or get the heal root? And I'm thinking get the heal root. But let's look at my health. My immunity is outpacing the disease at the moment. Tending is different for diseases, so I can be retended in 5 hours, but my tending expires in 9, which gives me a nice overlap of being able to be tended to all the time, which is nice, because it was kind of annoying that previously you would run out of whatever medicine or tending that you had before you got retended to. So now, at least, you have a nice overlap period. And I'm going to see about trying to get some heal root. I think probably being on my feet is a detriment, but we'll see. No, one of the stupid animals ate my plant. Alright, what I'm going to do here is prioritize bed rest, so that Cartha rests as much as he needs. And I'm outpacing the disease. Not by a lot, by 8 points, but enough. Not a really good way to try to start a productive video. But, on the other hand, there will be diseases, and unless you have a super immune pawn, they are a threat. Even super immunes aren't, impervious to disease. They just require a little bit less attention, maybe. Alright, so we're 9 points ahead. We're coming up on 10 points ahead. The next tending, I'm not going to do heal root, and we'll see if I don't stay ahead of this the way I have been. I think I will be, but you never know. Okay, can be tended to in just a few seconds here. So we'll tend, and as you can see, the tending just overlaps. Wow, that tending was awful. And I'm gonna do a little joy, because the worst thing that you could do when you're sick is to go wandering out into the forest or whatever. That would definitely get you killed. I've lost pawns in the past that way. It's kind of funny, but very annoying. Alright, 12 points ahead, but I think the heal route is worth it, honestly. I don't have a lot of evidence to that, but the hill route's not that far away, so. I'm gonna go cut a few things a hill route in order to stockpile, as long as my harvest doesn't fail. Let's go with 3. Fine, we'll go with 2. The RimWorld god has spoken. And I didn't even haul it in the same. Alright, let's go tend ourselves. And this is quite a storm. Oh, that tending barely even helped. 10% rather than 0%. Not much of a difference. But I'm allowing him to have some R&R before going back to rest. Alright, so we have a few meals that aren't going to spoil. Bulk goods. Really have no idea why you're visiting me. Seems like a huge waste of human work to trade with someone that clearly has next to nothing. But what do I know? Alright. Well, maybe I'll spread the plague to them, right? Alright, I'm gonna sell them my extra fur crap that I don't really need. There is truly not very much that I have interest of. I could have sold them some rice, but I'd rather hold on to the rice I have. Could you get out? There really needs to be like a restrict factions thing. So I don't. They're getting this bedroom disgustingly filthy. I mean, it's not like I could forbid them, right? Jesus. Can't you tell I'm sick? I want to be left alone. Alright, I can retend. So I'm going to retend to myself. And I'm not even going to bother. 15%. Yeah, these heal runes not being helpful. Previously it was like 40%. I thought, yeah, maybe that's helpful, but 15% doesn't do very much. Yeah, disturbed sleep, no kidding. Can't imagine why that would be happening. Also seems to have been like a day-long thunderstorm, which is kind of extreme. Alright, go home now. Go home. Stop. Oh my god, this bedroom. Look at it. Okay. I know you're sick, but you're like sleeping in utter filth. Thanks to our friendly neighbors, right? Yay, friendly neighbors. Alright, it's a little bit better. Alright, we just lost a big bulk of our meals. The next bulk is going pretty soon. I'm going to forcibly consume one before it spoils. And I put one in his inventory. I don't think it will spoil while it's in the inventory. But, yep. I'm almost over the flu, though. So that's good. It has taken about 10 minutes of fast-forwarded playtime to get over this. pretty soon I'm going to be knocked unconscious, in fact. Unless they've changed the flu mechanics. Don't you eat my rice. Stay away from my rice. Alright, so my last meal is gone. I'm going to do a little recreation and create a new meal, which will be for anything. And anytime I need to eat, I will use some of my precious rice. Alright, 95, almost over it. All you need is R&R. Rest and relaxation. I think it becomes serious at 80%, so it was pretty close. I really couldn't have been wandering about any more than I had. And I'm about to become immune. And what I'm going to do is forbid the bow. There's no sense in making the bow while I'm consciousness and manipulation compromised. That's just going to make the bow crappier. I already have one crappy bow. If I wanted two crappy bows, doesn't really help me any, right? Alright, so I do want to hunt some. Are you actually tired? You're not actually tired. Can you go hunt? I should have equipped the other bow. There's honestly no reason not to. It's still better, even though it's poor quality. This will help feed me. Wow, that Muffalo took an incredible amount of damage while knocked out. Impressive. Alright, so this rice will start to deteriorate while sitting out here. No, stay away from my rice. And because I'm consciousness and manipulation compromised, even my harvesting was kind of lackluster there. Even my butchering was lackluster there. Moral of the story, don't do anything important while your consciousness and manipulation are low. Oh, no, that's not that. Don't eat raw rice. If you're hungry, cook. So far, so good. I'm really no closer to my end goal. Well, my end goal is Bionics, but no closer to battery tech, I've got to say. It has I've been sidetracked a little bit. But at least I'm alive, right? That's what matters. Alright, I'm almost over the flu. I'm getting pretty close. And Manhunter pack of chickens, and it's one chicken. Well, that's a first. I guess the game realized I was sick and tired and... Yep. I like how utterly scared he is. He's just watching the sunset. Or sunrise, rather. Yeah, you can Peck at my door all you want. Fortunately, it is good, no, cook. It is pretty good, practice trying to shoot chickens. Well, that was short-lived. Yep, shot it in the heart. And what's cool is you can see the log. You can see the misses and the kill and really everything if you want. Which is pretty nice. Tore the door, chomped the door. Fired precisely, hit the heart. Like it. Alright, we're almost over this. Once we're done, we can go make the bow and the like. But I think it's ideal to assign menial tasks when your consciousness compromised, like chopping down trees or cleaning up, that kind of stuff. Because the more complex tasks, you're just going to screw up that. Boom blow. Well, that's going to be fiery. Oh, I'm glad it just started raining. Looks like I'm going to need a whole nother, well, expanded stockpile. Pop goes the boomalope. I'm kind of curious what kind of leather this thing has. Oh, just plain leather. Okie doke. Well, now I know. Curiosity satisfied. It's a lot of meat I got off of it, though. Gotta say. Okay, so only manipulation weakened now. My consciousness is back to normal. Once again, don't really want to finish a bow with bad manipulation, so I'm gonna keep on waiting. You know the drill. And all this cooking, and I've leveled up to somewhat of a gourmand, you know. I'm an employable professional. It's a respectable amount of skill there, I guess. Alright, so because I'm tired of watching them cook, I'm just gonna go ahead and suspend it. Have them do other things. Like chop down trees. Alright, so I'm back up to fully capable, despite the arm and finger scars. Unfortunately on different limbs, so both limbs will have to be replaced. It's partially why I'm probably cranking out crappy beds and crappy bows, because I have an 8% weakness in my arm and hand combined. But this one's a good one. So that's a relief. I think I have enough wood for now. I think what I'll do is research. Sounded like a question, because yeah, I wasn't gonna force the priority. So let's see, any dangerous wildlife I gotta worry about? Moved in. Polar bear still pretty far away. Warg kind of wandered off a bit. Timber wolf, but it's wounded. Had a tussle with a turkey. Honestly, oh, I didn't mean to hit world. Well, I guess we'll have to load the world now. Yeah, I can't really picture a timber wolf ever really getting all that significantly hurt by a turkey. It would be a very one-sided fight, I think. Wonder how long this is going to be offered. Maybe indefinitely? Sometimes those things have a limited window, especially when they're like, rescue your friend, and it won't keep you very long. So the difference between a good recurve bow and a bad recurve bow, this one does 14 damage with a long accuracy of 38. This one does 14 damage with a long accuracy of 32. Not as significant as I thought. I think it fires a little bit faster too. No, yeah, it's about the same. Masterwork and the like, your accuracy would go a lot higher, but the difference between poor, normal, and good are not that extreme. I think is the takeaway here. So, now this research is laid out a much nicer, for sure. All right, need warm clothes. It's gonna reach 22 degrees. Well, I think that means some muffalo hunting. Instead of having to find muffalo, I'll just open up my nice tab here. And Cartho will find the muffalo. There they are. And there's another pack down there. Prisoner rescue, okay. So that's... He isn't related to me. So I think that is all I care about here. It's not too far away, though. Those kind of rescue missions... it's interesting that the missions that I've been getting, rather than, like, Wanderer joins me, is, like, rescuing missions. Yeah, I don't know why I find that interesting, but I do. I gotta find some really easy to tame things. I also want to raise my taming skill. Bunny should be easy, right? Nope. Jesus, I suck at this. Let's see. Rats. Rats are easy. That's not a rat. There we go. I'll have to start off with rats. Start small. Alright. Don't clean the blood. Butcher. How much do I have? Oh, I already have enough for something really warm. Parka. I think that's... Parka's only 80, huh? Parka and toque, I guess. That's probably way more than I need. Alright, so let's see about taming. And the reason I'm taming is because... Oh, a doe, huh? You can actually tame humans too. Wild people can show up to your doorstep and you can tame them. As strange as that sounds. Oh, go away. Already cut off your ear. You want more missing? Another thing I should probably do pretty soon is to get a stone cutter table and make some stronger. Problem with stone is so slow to open and close. Oh, these were hard hits. Cut off the ear, shattered the hoof, almost destroyed the liver. Solid shots. The bow makes a bit of a difference. The difference between a short bow and a long bow is a lot more than the recurve to anything else. One more shot at me? Oh, it caught up to me. Well, it's just a little bit of medicine practice. with the other hoof. Yeah, that thing is not moving very fast, are you? 2 speed. I can outrun you twice over. Oh, it's not mad anymore. Well, it gets to die anyway. Some cargo pods of wake up. Interesting. Alright, I mean, might be useful, especially if I have to craft something special. Take some wake up and do it quickly. Kartha the Chief. Yeah, I really like the ability to be able to rename things. I find that pretty cool, honestly. Let's try our hand at taming. So what is our animal score? Some familiarity. We don't learn very fast. Wow, this is... Had I known the rat was so far away, I would have maybe not done this. This was a trek. At least I'm doing like a 2-for-1 combo here. Alright, I need to de-stress. What is the problem here? We just don't have any buffs. That's the biggest problem. Ah, there's some silver ore there. I just noticed. Alright, this is the last amount of taming that we're going to do until I put taming off for a bit. So I don't care about my animal skill that much. This is just taking too long. Alright, so let's see. Basic. I wonder what falls under the basic. Flick switches, machines. Okay, cool. Alright, let me pause for a moment because we just got attacked. Animal. Where is animal? Handle? Yeah, that's what. Alright, I'm gonna forcibly consume a meal. Let's see what we're fighting. Pirate with a handgun attacking immediately. Okay. Yeah, that was a hard hit, buddy. Stabbed you in the stomach. Oh, he's backing up. Taking cover. Oh, Maker, you're about to meet him. These are the... Ooh, you got me. These are the pirates that I probably will never make peace with. Alright. Or I won't even bother to make peace with. Can you go 10 yourself? Why can't I right-click you? There we go. AKA, not a prisoner I intend to release. Excuse you. Alright, you want to make this a melee fight? Yeah, that's right. Let's see. Gear. Get it? How about your character? Nudist. You know, you're not terrible. If I can recruit him, I will. Come on. Just gonna hold that open for now. He's a pretty good crafter and researcher, so I might use him in the next Asylum. He's not my top choice, but you know. Well, that's not the best sleeping arrangement I've had, but we'll see how. Recruitment difficulty 67%. It's not terrible. Prisoner rescue. Wow. It wants me to add people to my roster, clearly. It keeps prompting me to do things of that nature. Well, let's get the tree out from the entrance. Yes. What is his needs? He needs to be fed. Stop chopping the tree. Alright. Let's say wardening. Do that with a little extra oomph. .8. I can work with that. That also levels up my social skill a little bit. So it's not the worst idea. We are... oh, we got rice. I forgot. I was like, we're gonna have our meat spoil, but with all the rice we have, who cares? %. Yeah, it's getting better. Let's try to cook some of this meat before it goes bad. So this bedroom is pretty ugly too. I could definitely improve it for Maker. The one outside is equally, or so much worse, but you know. I have to tell them to consume meals because by default they're set up for prisoner. I just have to keep Kartha from being too stressed. You know, we don't want a mental break. That would be bad. Especially heading into winter. Not a time to be outside. So I'm actually not going to sow anything back into the ground. I don't think it will be all that, it won't yield much. Excellent bed. Oh, well, that's nice. Give you some nice time. Alright, there's all our rice. It's possible... Grow time. I'm curious if there's something that grows real fast. It's actually... We could get potatoes out of this before the winter. So this bed allows me to get a lot more rest, which is pretty cool. Can you be a warden? Why do I have to keep telling you to feed them? It's kind of annoying. There we go. Maker has joined us. Alright, so maker, I'm going to say crafting and research are your priorities. Okay, so faction, Harium and Welsh. Maybe... Let's call it faction. Cartha's clan? Maybe not clan with a C. Or K, rather. It's a little too on the... a little too racist. And the community name, Carthus. Alright. Done and done. I'm going to make this a barracks. For now. Eventually, we will upgrade, of course. You lack a ranged weapon. Well, I have a... I think the bad recurve is probably better than the pistol. This pistol is pretty garbage, I think. This wooden door I'll leave open. So we'll have a little... we'll have a little entry way. And they're befriending one another. Obviously, Maker is a lot more friends with Cartha than the inverse, because he was his nice warden. Alright, I think it's time to make a few cooking meals out of the rice, and then I'll go hunting. And bedtime. So Maker, you're a nudist. Nope. Ignore. So I can fix that pretty quick. That's going to be a huge buff. Being able to just keep them naked. As long as this area stays warm. That is the concern. Alright, let's sow the area. I don't have a lot of time before it gets too cold to plant outside. Now you can go do whatever you do. Alright, I need a little bit more wood. I unfortunately de-bricked the flooring. I didn't really mean to, but it just happened. Okay, so we've got that squared away. Let's hunt. Alright, so Parka. We will have Maker make it. And Took will have Maker make it. And I'm going to have him make 2 of each. He is a better crafter. I still want to level up Cartha's crafting skill. Well, that's a big pack of wild boar. Because I don't know if Maker's going to stick around forever. Did I accidentally kill this thing? Yes, I did. Well done. Alright, well this will help feed us and clothe us. Maker, can you mine? Not really any better than... Actually worse than Cartha. You have more skill, but you have asthma, so... You got that going against you. Alright, so there's a blue fur parka. That's going to keep us nice and warm. Almost 70 degrees of cold. So no worry there. This is another parka, and then we have plenty for 2 toques. More than plenty. I was standing on 70. Polar bear. Ooh, a cold snap. Okay, so actually, really soon, I guess these potatoes are dead. Probably. Really soon it will be parka time. I like to avoid parkas because they slow you down. And it's going to make Maker sad. He has to wear clothing. Oh, some fine meals from the sky. Meals on wings? Ah, yeah, you can see the, oh yeah. They're definitely dying. Potatoes are gone. That cold snap really murdered everything. So I think what I'm going to do is get some technology before I start building a real base. I don't want to do it too soon. I want to take advantage of the bridges as much as I can. And I haven't really actually done anything with bridges yet, so it's all new news to me. Which is kind of fun. And I am most certainly gonna need some wood. There's no way I want to freeze to death this winter, so okay, forget the rat. Oh, plant cut, yeah, okay. There we go. It's my fault. Okay, almost got our battery. We'll put rice back in the ground when we can. I think I can allow sowing. I don't think it's going to matter. Like how they share a chair. That looked odd. Alright, so let's get some bridges. And then I also need to get a stonecutter table. Oh boy, there's like no room for this stuff in here anymore. Let's get rid of that. Reinstall this here. And I'm probably not going about this all that smart or efficiently, but you know what? It's just the way it is. I'm sure there's critiques. I too have critiques for what I'm doing. Okay, so we were mining this before, like seasons ago. So we can get back to that. He has a break risk. He probably needs to go outside a little bit. Go for a walk. Perfect. The disturbed sleep is going to be a bit of a problem. Oh, yep. There's the problem. So I think I'll aim to have crummy, but bedrooms. I think it's, as much as I'd like to avoid adding anything additional to this little base, if I'm already sad wandering, it's something that just needs to be done. Oh, so you're going to see the effects of food poisoning in a second here, as Maker is going to pass out from bad food. Lovely. I suppose what we could do is we can stockpile food here. Call it food outside. Preferred priority. Because it's pretty cold out there, so it won't spoil. And I'll put the meals and meat out there. Hopefully it won't attract bears. Alright, Cartha, it's time for you to snap out of this. There really should be a way for you to, like... Oh, he can't even walk. He's out. He's done. He's unconscious. Food poisoning knocked him up. Knocked him out. Knocked him out. Definitely meant to say knocked him out. Food poisoning knocked him out. So be it. Alright, Cartha, it's about time for you to be done wandering, as you are at the brink of hunger and... Oh, there we go. Oh no. You're still wandering. There we go, perfect. He collapsed and immediately got back up. Cold snaps over. Well, I guess our outside refrigeration is a bust. Maker's going to be a particularly bad, let's forbid this, a particularly bad researcher for a little bit. Because the cold snaps over. Why, you know what, hold on, I gotta fix this. So the nudist needs to be nude, right? So current outfit, nudist. There we go. Toques don't count. Thankfully, so you can stay a little warm. Get some wreck in there. And they're becoming fast friends. Made a comment about rocks and sweating and chatted about maids. Very odd. I don't know what they have in common, but Alright, so Maker's back up to his normal self, so I can go back and make the parka. They're not really on the same schedule, as you can tell. Cartha's not tired, Maker's tired. Cartha went to sleep anyway, though. Alright. Enough wreck for you. Tired of him recreating. Yeah, you're fine. Don't be such a baby, Cartha. You survived on your own. Now that we have company, it's not time for you to, like, be a wuss. And require all this pampering. Although that polar bear does have me a little worried, if I'm being honest. Okay, stop sowing. It is gonna die. It's almost winter. Neat. Alright, let's cut a hole in this wall. Can stop going through. Oh, you can actually see the plants bounce back. That's not really how frost works, but hey, whatever. Are you gonna eat me? You are hungry. You're already in the base. You're eating our food. This is a development. Stop mining. Cut some trees. Plant cut. Yep. We need to make that door, obviously. Or a thrombo. It's too bad that I absolutely have no ability to kill that thing. Alright, we'll reinstall this for Maker, actually, because Cartha sleeps more efficiently, so he doesn't need such a good bed. Let's force the duster for now until it gets real cold. That is a very nice parka, though, I've gotta say. Oh, and I can't make the toques because the toques, I don't have the right materials for that. Okay. That makes sense. I needed cloth. don't have it. Well, now they have their own bedrooms, so that should be a little bit less stress. And as you can see, the leaves are starting to turn color, which is pretty nice. That is a new feature, obviously, and one I much appreciate, because as a native New Englander, the changing of the leaves is gorgeous. Alright, so this is just going to be another general stockpile. Nothing fancy. I just need a place to store the stuff. So let's go ahead and haul this away. And now when they go to sleep, where are you going? Oh, the wake up. You know what? Forget it. You don't need drugs. I'd have to cross a river, and it's probably not worth it. Alright, so your needs are met because you ate my rice. Jackass bear. Luxuriantly comfortable. Yeah, at least you have your own bedrooms, right? Alright, we're going to allow mining again. So now that we have battery, we can start making batteries and just like move the batteries later. Let's see. Just because this, yeah, the seasons, despite the seasons, there's still plenty of wildlife. I'm so used to being on an ice sheet where like all the animals, well, there are no animals, you know, or being a hot desert where all the animals leave during the summer. I bet he could craft a pretty mean bow. Or whatever. Alright, so we have bridge. Next up. Well, we probably want to get towards gun turrets, right? Which means smithing. And that will help with weapons too. For prereq weapons tech. This bear is getting awfully close, making me a little nervous. Alright, I'm going to change this so that Maker cleans. Because it's less disruptive. He doesn't have to cover so much ground. I'm going to prioritize mining for Cartha. You need treatment because of your asthma? Oh, okay. I don't know what you do without medicine for asthma. Just like poke your lungs, I guess? I don't know. I don't know how it works. Oh, no you didn't. I'm just trying to get as close to Maker as I can before, Oh, really, Maker? Shoot the deer, not the friend. Stupid Maker. He needed to get a few licks in from when we fought, right? Alright, let's go. Are you... No, you terrible at melee, too. Because Cartha's a better shooter, it will make Maker take the damage. See, it's just a lot more efficient like that. Well, I love when meat comes to me, right? Ooh, and a tame walked on over. Handle. Put it back on 3. I have rats right in my backyard, I might as well try to tame them, I suppose. It's getting cold again. I'm not really worried about the rice spoiling, so I'm not going to worry about trying to put it outside or anything fancy like that. Solar flare, yeah, I haven't... Don't need to worry about that, do I, now? Alright, how about you butcher? Because we're going to get hungry. I don't want to be eating raw meat or whatnot. And fuel the fire and make some meals. Oh, he harmed me. Yeah, the accidental friendly fire hampered their relationship. That's, funny, I think. I love how they're, like, sitting on the same chair. He got up and walked away. He's like, yeah, maybe I don't want to be sitting on you. And we have a raid of tribespeople. Single guy with an awful bow. Oh, no, 2 people. Both have bows. Alright, Mr. Maker, temporarily, we're going to make you wear a parka and pants. I know, it's evil of me asking a nudist to bundle up. Oh, they're waiting around a little bit. That works, because it gives Karth a little chance to heal from the dough and friendly fire. Alright, now they're getting closer. I'm going to take posts. Slow it down a little bit. They're in range. Oof. Oh, Jesus. That was a shot to the heart. At least it wasn't fatal. Are you a really good shooter or something? No, you're not. Just lucky. I love how you can do field heart surgery triage. Alright, the bad one's mended, so we'll get back out there. Toxos here doesn't have long to live. And they're fleeing. So are you from... Yeah, you're from people that I can befriend. So if possible, I'll take them as prisoner. Okay, no prisoners. Alright. I'm just going to bury them where I can. And forget their gear. You know, you need to tend yourself, don't you? So there's a really cool combat log now, as I've shown you before, but you can see everything that happens. But I am nearing the end of my time. So this episode, obviously, we got some bedrooms, we got Maker, a prisoner, we got some really good parkas for the winter. We're a little low on food, but, you know, not critically. Let's see, gear, before I forget, we can have him drop his clothing, keep him nice and happy. And, yeah, we defended against a raid, and killed some raiders. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, feedback, whatever, just let me know. And if there's, yeah, anything else, even off topic, just drop me a line. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope that next episode is a little bit more productive, especially with 4 hands doing the work, not 2, and not having the flu, because the start of this episode definitely slowed me down a lot. Take it easy, everyone, and I hope you enjoyed. Adios.